All right, y'all, welcome back. This is part 2 of the all-female ride in Jacksonville. So, what do you notice? Do you see something a little different? That's right. The hubby is not escorting me to the ride, and I'll tell y'all why later. It felt a little weird riding without him. Since we started riding, me and the hub's been, at this thing together. Now he's ridden to work by himself, or he rides different places by himself, but I guess I ain't never really had the urge to want to ride by myself, so this time it was just a little odd. But luckily, Brittany and Terrence was there, so I didn't have to feel like I was alone. So as I mentioned in part 1, the female ride used to be hosted by the Adamak Harley Davidson in Jacksonville on Bay Meadows. But over the years, the number of women that attended this event surged, so they no longer can support the number of bikes. So we had to come down to St. Augustine.
Signed initial date.
Go out, escort y'all.
Does the spider have reverse?
Yes. I just sit on my bike and say, backwards.
We got the state troopers out here, sheriff department, Florida Highway Patrol. We got them all out here today. Yeah. Hello, how you doing?
Good.
All right. Again, we had so much fun. Dancing is good for the soul.
Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Pop that thing. Kick it in.
Our women to reach their full potential. We believe that collaboration, education, and empowerment, we can create more inclusive and equitable world for women everywhere.
Missing each other the last couple of events, but we caught each other this time here. So look,
Andy,
she ready to ride.
ready, baby, ready. Alright, so as we get ready to leave the parking lot, I'm going to go ahead and share with you all what happened to the hubby. So for those who have been rocking with me for a while knows that hubby has this stomach issue. He's had it for about 1.5 years now. No one knows what it is. He's taken all sorts of tests, procedures, and everything comes back fine, which is good, but then we still have that issue. So about 1 o'clock the night prior, hubby was throwing up and cramping, And some days it's easier than others. Some days he could just be okay. He'll throw up once or twice and be okay. And some days it requires us to go back to the ER back to back. He wasn't able to escort me to the ride. The ride that you see here is all females. There are no males allowed to participate in the ride. However, all of the events leading up to this ride and after the rides, the males are more than welcome. I believe there was well over 600 women that participated in the ride. I think the number is a little higher, but that's the number I've heard throughout the ride. And if you notice, we're going a little slow, sometimes a little fast at first. And that's just trying to get all the women out of the parking lot. From the video that I had someone else record, it took about 20 minutes to get all the ladies out the parking lot and onto the street to participate in the ride. So go us, we did that. All right, so right now we're pretty much cleared the parking lot and we back on the scenic route with the views and the water. Let me tell you something, that was so serene. I love water. I don't know, it's something so soothing, but I'm gonna leave that be. Y'all just enjoy the scenery, because I sure did.
Dave Ramsey, those are insurance gurus who will tell you that you want to always keep your life insurance separate from your savings account. Because when it's bundled into life insurance, bundled in with a savings account, my mother-in-law died with a whole life policy, y'all. And when she died, we were picking out stuff in the funeral home, and the funeral man said, oh, hold on, you guys over your budget. And we're like, well, she at least had a $20,000 policy. He said, well, you're only going to get 10.
Wow. Education. And she told me, she said, baby, something that people can never take away from you is your education.
Get out of that. So when I spent time with her, I was like, you mind speaking that much then? She was like, sure. And I was like, because you're so confident. And there are women that feel because they're this size or that size that they still can't show their thighs or they still can't. So I asked her to come to share.
Okay. We're going to see the thighs.
Yes, ladies. I have been selected to participate in the Hoka Hey. day, 10,000 miles, back road, no highways, no GPS, sleeping by the bike. Well, you have a total of 21 days, but we're going to try to do it in
10. Okay.
Starting at
Daytona.
Yes. And the endpoint is Purdue Bay, Alaska.
And here I'm talking about going back to Alabama.
Buy you some hydration packs. You know, they little small packs. You can put them in a bottle of water, your cup. And you need to stay, even though you're not thirsty, you need to hydrate. You need to hydrate. Every gas stop, you know, you need to hydrate. So, like I said, the mental thing is the biggest part. A lot of ladies, like when we just did the 48 and 10, actually, and my group and several groups did it in 8 days. They wasn't hydrated. So that starts breaking your body down. So you definitely want to be physically fit to be able to do it. And also I tell a lot of ladies that you need to train your gas tank. And what I mean by that, you need to ride to know how far you can get on a tank of gas. That tip, you know, to always, you know, train that tank.
And go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah. And get you sufficient enough rest.
Yes.
We arrive for so many hours, like prime example, your first day, you want to make that your most longest day. Go and try to knock out that thigh wall, you know, you want to stop, you know, get your good dinner, hot shower, shut it down, get that good dinner, good night's sleep, hot shower, you be good to go the next morning. Take you some Advil. I always gave you some Advil, ibuprofen, or something.
But the last time you guys saw me, I was living in New Mexico, right? It's been a couple of years. I was living in New Mexico, but things have changed. And now I might cry. July 1st, I think I saw you guys right after that. I got hit by a car and survived a 100-mile-an-hour impact. A woman came out from the side street. She was coming out. I was in the left lane. I had just mailed one of my books, and I was going up to mail it at the post office. She comes out. She's coming out hard. As soon as I see her, I swerved, and she hit my engine guard on the bike that I have outside right now, and knocked it into the motor, moved my saddlebag off, and put my rear tire, and I was able to keep that bike alive. But the impact of that, I now have permanent brain damage. So the miles that I've done over the last 25 years, I've done 1 million. But the thing is, I don't need to ride like that anymore because I'm still here for you guys. I knew that day, after that happened, the police came, the people behind me called 911. They said, we cannot believe you did not go down. And I said, well, if it makes you feel good, my leg could fly up in the air, but not in a good way. I realized God has left me here for a reason. So it ain't about the miles now, baby. It's for the smiles and to help as many people possible all over this world that keep shining like the diamond that they all are out there. And I'm on this mission now, so what I'm doing now, I only ride to events and speak and share my stories and my books to people. That's all I do. So if somebody says, well, they got to invent it, well, unless you have me come in to make a difference, I'm not going to just show up. I have value. I'm bringing value. Whatever. I do not want to go to my grave with all the stuff that God has given me and not be able to share it with as many people all over the world as possible. I just know, you know how you know your why? That's my why now.
Decided to escort us back to the hive.
It's me.
It's her. That's my big baby.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone because she trying to get me killed. All right, so it is time to head back home, and luckily the hubby is feeling a lot better, and he was able to ride his bike back home without issues. Because I thought for sure that we were gonna have to go to the emergency room the night prior, and we were prepared to dispatch our adult children to bring the trailer down. The crazy thing is that ever since our breakdown in North Carolina, every time we leave the house, and the ride is more than 2 hours away. We hook up the truck and trailer in the event one of the kids have to come get us. All right, y'all. So on the way back, man, when I tell y'all we had 3 separate incidents that someone was trying to either run us off the road or my daughter off the road. The first one I didn't catch, but the second 2 I did. And this one right here, where this car was trying to cut us off or cut my daughter off and try to prevent her from staying behind us. So we end up telling her to go in front of us so we can speed up to keep him from cutting back in front of us. But yeah, that's crazy. And then the second one, it just blew my mind how this man just came over, and luckily my daughter was paying attention and she was able to go on the side of the road and get back over. But it is crazy. And I know she was like, "This is what y'all have to go through while y'all on these bikes?" I was like, "Girl, you have no idea." All right, so after all those incidents that took place, we were glad to get back on those country back roads because we don't have to worry about none of this stuff. But we made it home safe, so that's all that matters. Definitely appreciate you rocking with your girl in the hubs. We really appreciate the support and all the love that we've been shown. Our next official trip is the all-female ride in Mississippi. So y'all lay around for